This story begins several years back with this Redditor, and he posted that he thinks his son has raped their dog. There's evidence that the son has raped the dog. The dog's acting weird. There's something wrong with the dog's butt. So they take the dog to the vet, and the vet says, someone has raped your dog. And so he starts thinking of all of the people who have access to this dog. You know, did someone fucking jump in my backyard like a wild man and like rape butt fuck old Colby here? That's the dog's name, Colby.
They didn't assume another dog first, like another dog raped the dog?
That was not the assumption. It was that a man had butt fucked their dog. It would be gay dog sex. It would be sodomy.
A reverse, mold saw it was a human phallus that did.
Well, the vet came down heavily on the human raping theory, and then the father, he starts thinking who has access to the dog, and the son's kind of at the top of the list of people who's along with him, and so he does a bit of snooping, and there's a lot of bestiality stuff on the son's computer, including some stuff of like guys maybe sodomizing dogs. And so he's like, probably, and he even writes in there, I know this isn't conclusive proof, but it certainly is not looking good.
How big a dog is Scooter or whatever his name is?
Let's call him a lab.
Colby.
Let's call him a lab. All right.
Okay.
No dog's big enough for a butt fucking.
No.
And so, and so
it's a panda activity.
And so the story goes on a little bit, and he doesn't know what to do, but he decides he has to confront the son. So he waits till it's just him and the son. The mom's either out of the picture, asleep or at work. I can't remember which. And he confronts him. It's very awkward. Son finally admits that he did indeed put a hairbrush in the dog's butthole, and he didn't have sex with the dog, but he didn't think it would hurt the dog, but the dog yelped, and he felt really bad, and it seemed like everything was solved. And the dad said, well, I want you to go to therapy. We're going to find an excuse for you to go. We won't tell your mom exactly
You don't need an excuse. We found it.
Well, we're not going to tell the mom, and we're not going to tell the therapist right out of the gate, maybe. But you've got to go, and also don't fuck the dog anymore. I'm watching you. Like leave the dog alone.
It goes without saying.
Well, the next update is the dog's been fucked again, and so he's and of course the comments are like, get that dog out of there.
Too many hairbrushes in that house.
Get Colby to safety. That's the general feeling of the comments. And he says, I had to tell my wife. I felt like I had to tell her. Now that he's reoffended, I have to bring her in. There might have been a semblance of some sort of like father-son guy code, but he's broken his word. Now the parents have to put their heads together on this.
There's no guy code about raping dogs.
Does mom have a strap on?
I'm trying to make this flow. All right, so he tells the mom, I got bad news, honey. Little Johnny has been buggering Colby. I caught him before, and he's done it again, and it's awful. I'm so sorry. And she says, no, I don't believe you. It must have been you. You have been raping our dog, you dog fucker. I want a divorce. I believe my son. And so the son is like, it's like something out of a movie, the way this guy describes it. He's like, I was literally on the front steps of the home I paid for with my wife, holding her hands on both ears so she couldn't hear my defenses, screaming, dog fucker, so that trying to embarrass me in front of the neighbors. I turn and get into my car to drive to the hotel I'll be sleeping at now and look up to the second floor bedroom window where I see my son, the true dog fucker who has put me in this position. And he looks at me with a blank face as I shake my head in disgust. He has to drive away. Then, doesn't matter how much long later, let's call it a week or two. Then the boy gets bitten by the dog on his quote lower abdomen, and the wife has come full circle. Now she's crying. I should have believed you. I can't believe this. He's the dog fucker, and the father's not having it. He's like, no, we're still getting divorced.
Family, this guy's boss.
And I'm taking Colby with me.
All right. This is a great redemption arc.
So he's like, don't worry. Me and Colby are safe, living our best life now. and like the final update was like,
and now he finally has someone who fucks him how he likes.
That's right. Get some lubrication involved. But yeah, it was the most awful.
What was the final update?
The final update, wife ends up mentally ill, loses her job, divorced. Husband ends up like hot new girlfriend, of course, seems to always go that way. And son, who knows? He's in college now.
Studying to be a vet.
Oh, and Colby's dead.
He's a
Colby-
veterinarian school.
Colby died of old age.
The son bought a miniature horse so he wouldn't do damage anymore.
Oh God.
Because we kind of-
Yeah, it was like it was such a
that is
roller
so
coaster
wild.
going through that whole thing. When the wife turned on the husband, it was oh no.
that doesn't make sense to me because it'd be like son, come down here and tell her about the brush thing. Like we take your fingers out of your ears. You got to hear about the brush thing. Listen to the brush thing first, and then if you still think I'm the one buggering old Colby, I'll leave. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
he
be
left
like,
his
let's
own
go
In your
house.
look at
scenario,
his
the
computer.
son is coming clean to the mom.
with the dad there in the middle of their fight, like get down
Why
here,
wouldn't
son.
the son just be like, I don't know what you're talking about?
It's like, well, why is the dog's asshole so leaky?
Because dad's
tell
been
me.
fucking it.
Yeah.
Dad's been fucking.
Yeah, like he did me.
He didn't make. Oh, Uno reverse card.
How you like that one, Dad? Fucking wild
Damn.
card.
Dude, that is despicable. Poor
It's
Colby.
despicable. Poor Colby.
What
pouring out
kind
for-
of what was going on in that house? There's no way that this kid was just a born bestiality dog fucker.
Why do you say that?
There's no way.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's just not normal. Like kids
Well,
don't
some people
naturally
aren't normal.
drawn to that.
Well,
yeah.
not everyone is normal. That's the whole idea, right? Like, you got the internet there. You exposed to all sorts of things. I used to watch. Remember, I told you the only website that would go through the blocker at school was lovetopee.com. Now, I don't like girls peeing, but that's what I had.
Yeah, and I mean, you play the hand you're dealt.
You play the hand you're dealt. Maybe that's what this guy was doing. There,
And that's what this
Colby
country
was.
used to be about.
Yep.
Now in
I-
Joe Biden's America, the poor
Now,
Colby's
Joe
getting
Biden's
rocked.
America. You dogs are getting raped, and presidential sons are
After
fucking and doing crack.